What's good, YouTube? Mega Steel here, and finally we have ranked back. And this season I want to do a better job of keeping y'all posted with what decks I've been using or what has been working for me, in an attempt to not only show y'all how to play it, but also to keep myself like constantly trying out different decks and making sure I like purposefully play them, not just like people are probably bored of this, let me try this. Like, let me try it like intentionally, I guess, is what I'm trying to do more of this season. However, when it came to deciding what deck to start with, there was no doubt in my mind when my good friend and fellow streamer Varoom suggested I try out Steelix. He was like, this deck is legit, trust me, it's been working for me. And it is no secret that Onix is my favorite Pokemon, and I can count on one hand probably, or like I could have no hands to count the amount of times I've been able to use it in a competitive setting, regardless of like the medium, like whether it was like VGC or like in the video game, regardless. TCG, no, there's Onix is like barely ever relevant, if at all, right? So with that, let's get into the card by card. We're playing two Onyxes that use Dig. That's a difference that I had to like bite the bullet on. I used to be very adamant about using the one that swung for 50 for its ability to out Ori. However, Dig is huge. It is gimmicky, but and not always necessary. But when it comes up, man, are you thankful that you are running that version? We have obviously the two Mega Steelix, two Indeedees for healing, two Pokeballs, two Ice Pops, two Heavy Helmet. I will get into why I'm playing Heavy Helmet and not the Apron. Two Professor's Research, two Brocks, one Cyrus, one PCL, one Copycat, and one Starting Plains. On stream, we went 15, 6, and 2, getting us not only into Master Ball, but within reach of top 1,000. That continues to be my goal each and every season. The two draws actually came up against the mirror, and I probably need some further testing to be able to determine, or actually just look back at the VOD to determine whether either side kind of messed it up, or if it's like a forced, like if there's a way to force the tie in the mirror match when you're behind or something like that. So that part per se is until further notice. I'll update y'all whether it's on stream or something. As for favorable matchups, breaking aside, obviously, like if you break, you're gonna lose to anything. But Suicune Baxcalibur and Lightning are by far like your preferred matchups and what you're trying to hunt down when you're playing this deck. They just don't have the damage to really deal with an established Steelix. And then other favorite matchups, in my opinion, are Psychic. Especially if Altaria is not able to find their Altaria like fast enough, and you're able to establish like Steelix, not even like a fully one that's swinging, just something that could tank an attack or two, and you start swinging with it. They're technically in a world of hurt, like they're in trouble. You do swing for super effective, so they cannot tank more than one hit. And with Cyrus in hand, like that game's over, and they have to hit you like 2 or 3 times, if not more. Depends on Ice Pop, depend on if you have double Indeedee, etc, etc. Some bad matchups are Charizard and Hydreigon. These feel so brutal, especially Charizard, because they low-key could just sit back, build up Y, and then swing. Yes, there's a line, a very simple line, that if you go down your generic like curve, you will survive a 250. However, if they play any amount of healing, whether it's Lily, PCL, or just wear a cape, you can no longer force that tie. And Hydreigon's just too fast and will start taking down your Pokemon way before you can start anything, like before anything gets really going. If they find that turn 2 Hydreigon, you're just cooked. And those are like the very relevant matchups that came to mind when I was making this video. And before I leave y'all with some gameplay, I want to point out some cards that I considered or have seen play in Steelix, such as the second PCL instead of a second Ice Pop, or second PCO instead of the planes. I've seen both versions. This is truly preference, as each card has their own. I personally play my ratios this way because I enjoy the versatility. I like the ability to be able to heal with Ice Pop and still use Research, or heal with Ice Pop and still Copycat. Like it not taking the supporter slot, I think is very important, as well as being able to heal with Ice Pop, heal with PCO, and then put planes as well. Like there's multiple ways. Also, planes is almost like you're putting capes on both of your Indeedees. It helps with the Suicune matchup so that Chain Pow can't just snipe them in the back. Granted, ideally, you only put one, you don't put two. And regardless, the point is that it takes 2 Chain Pow swings to take out that Indeedee. And by that time, bro, Onix just had its way with their entire board. And last but not least, the thing I wanted to point out was Heavy Helmet. On stream, that's probably the question I got the most. Why am I not playing Apron over the Heavy Helmet? And honestly, it's because, yes, both of them have do about the same. You know, one protects for 10, one protects for 20. The 10 protection also keeps you safe from Sleep Scam. It keeps you safe from poison against Hydreigon. But realistically, Heavy Helmet's biggest job, and something he doesn't get enough credit for, is making sure that Onix survives into turning into a Steelix. So that's something that the Steel Apron does not do, because Apron only starts working once you evolve into Steelix. When you're stuck with Onix, Heavy Helmet helps you survive so many ranges that you don't even think of. It's super important to make sure that Onix survives. And once it becomes a Steelix, the game gets a lot easier. Ultimately, I encourage y'all to play this as you see fit, and I wish y'all the best of luck if you decide to give it a try. As I leave you with some gameplay, please consider subscribing if you enjoy this style of video, as well as feel free to suggest how I could maybe improve it, as well as ask any questions about the deck that I maybe did not cover in this video. And with that, thank you for watching, and above all else, stay pro. Ain't nobody's favorite Pokemon. Now you want to pull up in the mirror match when we need you on the bench, bro. Oh, it's a mirror. Well, I knew it was a mirror match. I mean, it's like it's Spider-Man meme. We both break. Oh, there's use the wall to his favorite author. I should have probably just planes into Brock. I got greedy. I mean, planes into Copycat. I really thought I was him, bro. I was like, I'll see what I need. I saw the research. I saw double research. And I'm like, surely I'll draw what I need. At this point, I gotta commit, I think. Uh-oh. This far. I surely will see Pokeball or Onyx off the top two. We don't need a Copycat yet. Trust. Not gonna lie. We talk, I was doing my thing. I was scared. A-B. It was in my brain. Told you to go. You won't even want to know. Go. Match ending at midnight. No Brock on their end, though. Let's go. Memories Museum. Saying, hey, Mona Lisa, come home. You know you can't roam without Caesar. So off. And I never thought that you would take it this far. What do I know? We have hella healing in the hand, but I think we're fine. But I never thought that I would take it this far. What do I know? Aki, is this just a draw? Or do I have to hope for them to misplay? Also, all my heavy helmets in the bottom, by the way. Yo, T-Mac. There's always a winner. But like, I mean, like, if I don't commit and he don't commit, do we just... Okay, he committed, never mind. That answers that. I was under the assumption that none of us were gonna like truly go for it, you know what I'm saying? I believe so. Loses? How would you lose first? Like, if by attacking first, how do you lose? I don't know how attacking first causes you to lose. Rainbow versus Full Art. The one who pops less usually. Oh, who enters first? I see what you meant. I was like, wait, no. Rager. We did this mistake in the GGB, but I know better now. Granted, if they ice pop to infinity, doesn't matter what the fuck. I know better. Yamo being that's an upgrade. Because the issue is that yeah, they Cyrus, but now I could build up the Onyx knowing that they can't Cyrus me again. If they're on double Cyrus, then fuck me, bro. And before the Psychopath, that's like Sabrina or some shit as well. Cyrus is terrible here, confirmed. Yeah. I see me more, brother. We already doubled Brock, so we could evolve back here. Imagine TRG, I see Yodo. There, then you got me. Yeah, Cyrus was a bad play by them, yeah. Trust me, my team learned that the hard way. But we won't make that mistake twice, baby. Granted, it was, again, Ice Pops do dictate how troll we get, but realistically, in the grand scheme of things, we should be fine. Oh, okay, okay. No more Ice Pops from their side. Have they Brock? They have one Brock. I don't even need a heal yet. Hola, Catalina. No. Todavía tengo bastante tiempo de stream todavía. Mr. Rager, I'll leave it to love. But is Steelix popular now? I would say so. It's not like the most popular deck, but it's definitely among the most played decks. It has some really good matchups in the format, is the thing. They're only hitting for 80, no matter how, like... I'll respect if they're, like, on some weird tech red. I'll respect it. I'll respect red more than I should. I'm respecting red here. We're chilling, never mind. Yo, I caught the Pokemon Center restock and got a Chaos Rising booster box and 2 bundles no TB though. Oof, guess who caught it a little earlier? I fiended, bro. I fiended. Luckily, my kid had his 1 year like doctor's appointment, so I didn't work today. And by the time that I was like on my way home already, actually no, it was I had just gotten home from the doctor's and I got the double PCL. Hold it. When I got the... this is where if he's playing double Cyrus... Actually, we could actually protect ourselves from double Cyrus, technically. Okay, we can still stay in here. But yes, but point is, I was home when the drop was, so I was able to get there early enough to get a little bit of everything. Do 2 Cyrus and 2 PCLs even fit? If he's a madman. I'm mad because the Pokemon Center ones look so nice too. That's my first Pokemon Center ETB, to be honest. Blaziken running red, I can't be too safe. You're not wrong. But Blaziken makes sense because they have to hit ranges now with planes that they didn't have to hit before. No, boss, you want his long mirror, and when we lose, you're gonna Are you serious? Go next, man. Because like, when you see the are you serious? This is classic. What's crazy? He fit 2 PCL, 2 PCL, 2 ice pops. I don't think he was playing planes at all. Alright, lightning deck to ease us back into the win column. Let's go. Dina getting what he wanted. No skill and all coin flips. Deadass. What codes are these? Journey together. Journey. Stellar Crown. Journey, and journey. Okay. Too good to be true. Alright, we're getting cooked. Honestly, Oracoro's not where I would have put that energy, but good for me, I guess. Like, he could have attacked next turn had he done it differently. I think, yeah, let's try to find... Well, Brock is nice, but I meant like Indeedee. Unfortunate, but could be worse. Maybe they have Mega Man anyway. No, but Mega Manectric, like on his own is not enough, right? Oh, but I see what you're saying, that he could free retreat. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Holy copycat, brother. Surely, we'll get either Indeedee, Helmet, something, right? Something's gonna help this Onyx survive next turn. Well, it's kind of guaranteed to survive. Less so now. I don't know what the math is anymore. He's playing too many cards. How does Lightning always do this shit, bro? They drop their whole hand, copycat to full, and drop it all the fuck again, bro. Golly, dude. There's a helmet. Okay, we take those. Un kaki, doggy. Nice. Thank you. Oh shit. We do risk them training area the planes away, but we need that extra 20 HP so they don't like randomly. I don't know, bro. It feels like the right thing to do. Lock in, Onyx. Lock in, brother. Like some random Guzma or some shit. I don't know. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize. I think we're fine, but it stays being ugly, bro. Okay, Indeedee, we take those. Like, yeah, obviously, the heads on Dig would have been great, but this is just as good. We go to 100, but they could only swing for 40 damage. Imagine naming yourself after. I wonder what the rest of their name is. I can't copy it right now. I could copy it after, maybe? I don't know. Actually, I could do it with my phone. Your daughter got something rolling on. Say it's puppy love. I think it's full grown. This is way to get above. What's he doing? Phantom Shark. This is his name. Forever, forever, ever, forever. Nothing still looks wrong. Everything's still going great with Steelix. After our last game, I wouldn't say everything, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Thoughts of heat, thoughts of lead. Head. Pads. I am for real. There's Sabrina's gone. That's good. I'm back to 810 for the third time. Okay, okay, okay. To make you doctor cry, I apologize a trillion times. As I was almost at 900, then keep. Oh, okay. Because the way I read it was like, oh, you got to 810, went down, then back to. Wait, no. Oh, because 810 is the new Master Ball, right? That's on me. That's on me. I forget. Like they've changed it so many times. I forget what the cutoff is. How long does it take for them to concede? No, because there's an angle where we just tie, which is what they're going for. Or a pass. Or now, I guess. They respect the real TCG that we play, not that light. Honestly though, TCG is pretty fun. Like the TCG live is troll, right? Like it has a bunch of bugs and stuff. But I'm talking about the game. Oh, no, let me skip. Let me skip the. We get it, bro. Run away, run away. We will. Don't worry. Like the game itself, it's pretty fucking fun. I'm gonna be honest. I play TCG live and I feel like even if I start bad, there's 6 lives, so there's time for me to catch up. Granted, if they start like steamrolling you and they have a bunch of prizes, like as you go winning, you win harder. Like it starts snowballing because you get cards from your prizing and your hand gets bigger and bigger as you're winning, which is something I like how DBS and games like that do instead. But we're not talking about that, you know. Also, what the fuck is this? Why is there? What's going on? Until you get unfair stamped? Nah, that's why we unfair stamp, bro. We unfair stamp. Granted, when you get unfair stamped, that's Dragon Pull, and you just go like drag cloak, drag cloak, drag cloak, and your hands back to like 6. Or like you get unfair stamped as Zoroark and you trade and you're back up to 6 cards, and then you lilies and you're back like. If it's unfair stamp, there's certain matchups like that you get unfair stamped and you're like, I'm cooked. But there's other matchups where you get unfair stamped and you're like, okay, obviously it's annoying, but you just build up real quick and it's like you're back into it, you know. This feels like a copycat turn, to be honest. Hide Cyrus. Well, they need Leaf. I guess they could have Leaf, right? Losing Brock here would suck. Hopefully they don't have Leaf. We just need one more turn. I unfair stamped the guy who had already played 3 lilies, and of course he instantly drew his 4th. That's bullshit. Lucario prize when you unfair stamp it. Unless they find the... Fuck, they have the Leaf. But he might not have balls. No balls. Going to Igglybuff. Ah, I knew it. Pendejo. But technically Lucario could Lunar Cycle or whatever the fuck and get a few good draws as well. Alright, wake up, Indeedee. Come on, come on. Du son of a fucking puta, bro. What the f... Whose side are you on, brother? You are about to die. You are going to die, Indeedee. Am I really gonna Ice Pop to keep... No, Ice Pop doesn't even save it because we get burned at the end. If you don't want to live, you think I'm gonna protect you? Muérete, cojones. I don't give a fuck. That's our second Brock. Let's evolve over here. I did technically give them more time now. Like, they don't have to kill Indeedee here. But the more time they give me, the more time you got. You know what I'm saying? Muere de ella la gran... Me insultando a Indeedee Classic. I think I have spent more time cursing out Indeedee than I have playing the game, really. Then I have been waking up, that's for sure. And of course they had the leaf in fucking on curve and shit. Granted, it'd be a bad play for them to go in with the Absol, right? They essentially lose if they do that. Which makes sense why they didn't kill Indeedee, but I need Indeedee. Okay, so I gave them this time. That's on me. That's on me. Alright, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. We were never waking up. That deck runs 2 leaf. That's a top 8 Pokemon deck. Can you tell I was... yeah. Oh, the top rights. Bro, Lucian's been telling me about this and I never took it seriously, bro. Míralo how... Top right, that shit... it flew, by the way. I didn't even do all that. I don't know why I did all that. Surely Indeedee wakes up this time. It won't make me use PCL. Dale, Ginger, take it easy, brother. Hopefully, you find some black and white tomorrow. Indeedee, despiértate. Vamos, let's go, let's go. And what? Actually, no. I'm trolling. In my head, I thought of a troll. We will keep... I'm not going to use this research. I want Cyrus in the deck. I have no idea why this Darkrai has energy, by the way. Tomorrow we gotta use Charizard to counter all the ones that copy. It's true. Vas a poner video mañana, porque si no lo pones tú, lo pongo yo para que sepa. Pero como tú me diste el deck, no me... si vas a hacer el video, yo hago otra cosa. Métele mano. Ve. Ya veremos. Esto lo digo yo, and then God knows when I have time to do it. Vale. Say less. I'm gonna need that. Cyrus, okay. We'll take the early Cyrus. Alexis, how's it going? Taking notes. That's a good one. Alright, so they could have done this, by the way. They could have done this play, but they decided to use their Cyrus. Take notes on that one. They probably have some... My only guess is maybe Sabrina. Which, if that's the case, we're probably better off putting the helmet back here, no? Because if they Sabrina, the Onyx takes... goes from 100 to 80, and they could only swing for... Now, I'm actually going to put the helmet back here in hopes... Not in hopes. Just in case their thought process was like, oh, I'm a Sabrina afterwards. You can't put it on Indeedee. No, but I could have put it front. That's why I'm saying that I'm putting it in the back to play around Sabrina. Because if I was afraid of the front, then I would, like, if you play it like, what's the word? Streamlined, you would just helmet the front and call it a day. They play Sabrina. I know they play Sabrina. Well, they should be playing Sabrina. Hijo de la gran puta, bro. Gracias. And then they play the second one. Yep. I know they had 2 ice pops, but if the first ice pop only heals once and the other one only heals once, then we're fine. But of course, both of them flip until Kingdom Come, and I just wait to see how shit the ones in my hand end up doing. Fucking please be Tails so so it's over here. I swear I could commit crimes right now. And he keeps charging this shit back here, bro. This is so bad, man. God damn it, bro. None of these guys get punished, man. Okay, and Lyra ass using motherfuckers, bro. Me cago en todo mundo, bro. Let's go. We're waking up today, baby. Okay. Now the Absol comes in and the Cyrus gets cooked. Of course. Que rico. Fuck, dude. No reason to ice pop. You're still kind of good with flip. We flip heads now. We didn't even. Yeah, we woke up. The F is the game right now. Flip 10 coins each turn for ice pop plus sleep. Horrible. That sounds about right. Yep, the Cyrus is gone, but realistically, we're okay because they're not putting us to sleep until we sweep PCO, basically. Like, they can't stay in, right? Like, now they're just going to be delaying the inevitable. Planes doesn't make sense here. You know what isn't gone? My whole free one. I would hope not. I'll do 1 ice pop here, just to show them what you can. Granted, they know it's there, right? Okay. 5 cards in deck. You just played one yourself. Yeah, they're kind of everywhere. My deck is PCO. There's another heavy helmet in there somewhere. For the love of God, if this guy heals, I think. Gracias, bro. Holy shit, he can't even attack with anything but this Iggly buff. Their play here is sleep. Yeah, or it was. His play was definitely healed to full. I promise you. You're making Mega Steelix work. Ranked his back. Me making it work is a stretch. Is a stretch. We played around this. That's why the helmet was back here the whole time. Honestly, if they go sleep here and we don't wake up, they just actually they don't win the game. They don't win the game. It's the same back and forth until we die. It's like actually it's actually no, if we don't wake up, we are cooked. Well, Steelix is another draw we could get. We have a research. Steelix research PCL. Me tenía asustado. Te prometo, I promise you, I was scared. No te asustes, que yo estoy cagado. Team Top Deck United, baby. You already know. Even if I can't do the name justice in the actual GGB, I could do it here. This is the first water deck we go against all day. Literally the first deck. He wants me to wake her up. Trust. I bet. Playing hard. Imagine we have hand traps in Pokemon. I think there was one in like the history of it all that there was a hand trap per se. Low key, I think we do drop Indeedee, right? Because if they one shot the Indeedee, that's okay. They just can't one shot 2 Indeedees. For the life of me, I can't move up anymore, and I don't know what deck to use. Can't use Steelix as I'm missing cards. What cards are you missing? I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. A Mega Steelix and a Brock. The Brock should be easy. It's a free trade. It doesn't cost nothing to trade for. If they have the play, we're forced to. We're forced to evolve here, no? Alright, let's Pokeball first. Into research. Mr. Roboto. If we don't find Plains helmet, like we just have to. Even Plains is not enough. If they have it. But Plains is enough to protect Indeedee. Although I kind of want them to go for. I'd rather them go for Indeedee, to be honest. I know we gotta go like this. Like this. Watch over TRG. It's gonna cook me at one point for sure. We'll put it down because either deck, both decks have to put it down. So fuck it. Yeah, they had it. Why not? Or when don't they is the question. I just can't switch up. The issue with Plains, it does give the Chain Pow another turn. The good thing though is they can't do it twice. Until they get two Baxes, of course. Good job. From you. My Ori Magless is cooking Zard players in ranked. That sounds about right. Okay, no sleep scam in this game, so. Well, the scam that we are getting is like, where the hell is my my helmets, bro? What does 20 games of Steelix do to the human brain? Bro, do you want to hear, if Varum is still in chat, do you want to hear his? I'll let him tell you his record. You know what? You could personally message him and ask him what his record with Steelix is. Bien borracho los dos. $22-4, something insane. Nah, that's what it was. She didn't answer, gonna leave a voicemail. Yeah, she probably forgot to turn off the D&D thing. That's what it was. Y como un pendejo no sabía lo que hacía, nunca lo superé. Hasta me aprendí toda la balada en inglés. Respiré y conté hasta 3. Era la fantasía oscura de Kanye West, bebé. Veo a la loca disparo. You watch the Limitless movie, that's what it does. They made like a show with Limitless. It was like 1 season long. It wasn't bad either. I was watching it up because you play with me. Oh Lord. God bless you, Snow, bro. Also, I don't know what this guy thinks Suicune's gonna do. And he went face. That's crazy. Y ya hace tiempo que no venía a mi cabeza, pero para par de cerveza. Y me acordé de que tú me besas. De todos los polvos encima de la mesa. Viene caro en la playa, motel. Guay, cuando yo te iba a ver, las veces que tu mind no llegó a coger tu brincando mojadita, sudando Chanel. Yo sé que lo nuestro es cosa de ayer. Low key, low key, low key. I don't know what's better or worse. Like the healing, if we don't put nothing, they swing for 20, 40. I think the Indeedee in hand is fine. Like we want to put it down. I know it's safe from the Shampows, but the extra damage from Suicune right now is not worth the extra. Like it's I guess it's the same difference, right? Pero pusieron la canción. Yeah, I didn't put it because of Suicune's damage, but I think it's the same thing. Like, no matter how you look at it, right? Could Mars? Yeah, but like, what am I afraid of if he Marses? I could heal. I could put the Indeedee down now. And I guess it's net zero regardless. Cause he can't stay in with it, essentially. Yeah, he left, he's gone. I could tell by like the way the loading up stalled. That matchup is basically it's high key unwinnable for them.